Hello friends, it's me Carol from Practical Mystic. As always, I'm glad you joined me today. My video is centered around a brand new spread that I have created for the purpose of looking into information month to month. And what's really unique about this particular spread, monthly spread, because we all have monthly spreads, daily spreads, yearly spread, is the first question that I orchestrate names the particular month that I'm or you are inquiring about. Now, of course, I am going to do a mock reading, but that doesn't mean that the information is invalid. Basically, what that means to me is that I'm not doing this reading to see what the outcome or information is for the collective or a particular person. It's more for a intuitive way that you can see how I read cards, how I interpret cards. It's looking at how you would have related to the cards that come out in the spread. So it's a learning video in that respect. Okay, I've called it a solar cross. A solar cross is a cross with both crosses having equal length and distance. It basically is the union of the masculine and the feminine, or another way of saying it, a solar cross is God's union with man. We talk about it with spirit entering matter, and a solar cross is the vertical line indicating the male energy or the spirit, and the horizontal line is the receptive energy or the feminine. And again, they are of equal lengths. You can visualize and see a solar cross on card number 2 of the major arcana in the High Priestess. All right, step-by-step card reading. I have each card and placement here. And as I referenced earlier, this card number 1, how can I best work with the month of, and here you fill in the blank. So every month, if you want to use this particular spread, you are invoking in the tarot that particular month. And I do like to say the month and of course the year. I'm very specific when I'm asking questions of the tarot and my guides and whatever energy is willing to come forth and give me what I am requesting. Card number 2 is, what changes, if any, must I make? And I'm going to bring these up here a little more so you're able to see them on your monitor. Now, the third card is over here on the right-hand side. What are the blocks, challenges I may encounter? Card number 4 is all the way to the left, and it is what or who could be working against me. And then the 5th card, the heart of the matter, the union of the masculine and the feminine, is what are the opportunities available for me in the month of June. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get centered. I'm going to take out the cards and see what we have to predict, reveal, understand, answer some of these questions. Friends, and I am going to go ahead and show you cutting the cards 3 times to the left, restacking them, And let's begin with our first card. How can I best work with the month of June 2022? And it is the Queen of Swords reverse. Interesting, because if the significator was a court card, it is saying that the best way for me or the individual to work with the month is to reverse some natural characteristic tendencies. And immediately the word that comes next is how I am communicating. Am I too authoritative? Do I cut to the chase? Do I lack patience and listening ability? That's what it tells me. The lesson here for this month that is very individually important for the month of June is how I am communicating, something about my characteristics, my personality that has to be altered. And let's see if we get more information on exactly that, because the Queen is very upright. The Queen of Swords is someone that is intelligent, is honest, and the individual's judgment is usually fair. But I believe right now it is the manner that it is being presented, or that the stability of that personality or the control of that mannerism is not balanced anymore. And we need to look at what's going on, that queen is no longer centered, and able maybe to control her thinking or her words. Okay, then we go to number 2. What changes, if any, must I make now? Let's see what that card is and help us with that. We have another sword. It is the Page of Swords. Pages has to do with neophytes, just learning. Sometimes they're considered messengers, going to school, beginning again. So I think it works hand in hand with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords is the Page of Swords, says to really be aware of my power, my tongue, my words, even my actions, because the card of the Page of Swords, you see how the body is showing you it's in motion. So there's some changes there for me or that individual having to do with the way I am presenting myself. It seems like it's very crucial for the month of June. All right, card number 3. What are the blocks, challenges I may encounter? And we have the 2 of Wands, reverse. That my business dealings, my enterprises, my plans are not going to be fulfilled. And if they are, there's going to be a considerable amount of delay. And that may affect my feelings. I might be a little angry. I might be a little upset. I may say something that in the long run may be harmful. Let's look at card number 4. What or who could be working against me? And we have the Fool reverse. We have some reverse cards here today. Interesting. Now the Fool is a very spiritual. It resonates to the planet Uranus, which right now in the sky is cordial. There's no longer a square going on with his let's say, obstacle, which is the planet Saturn. The Fool reverse says now is not the time to rattle the cages, to be adventurous, to go where I'm not invited, to uncover something that is none of my business. It's telling me not to be foolish. It's telling me to be aware that the situation right now is delicate. That's what I'm getting from that Fool reverse. Now the last card is the Heart of the Matter, and it is the card that we can blend with the masculine and with the feminine, with the cards above us and below us and on both sides of us. And it is a very powerful position, and it is what are the opportunities available. And the Lovers, oh, cooperation, the heart, using the heart, taking time. Okay, immediately what I get when I see the Lovers and I see the angel, and I believe it's Archangel Michael, that really take note of where my power is, and that my power right now is needing to be adjusted and not used in the same manner that I traditionally, naturally have been very successful in the past. The Lovers is saying soothing. Consider who you're talking to. Consider more of what is beneficial for the whole than maybe for you individually. The Lovers, when we look at it with the Two of Wands reverse, could also say that this could be the reason that plans aren't going forward is because there's another opportunity, or I will meet someone who can better help me or be instrumental with my plans, with what I want to venture out and do or discover. And with the Fool is the wisdom of knowing that the wisdom of, I want to say, the self-love of looking at the temperance of my adventurous spirit and taking that leap of faith is understanding that sometimes I can't always have self-gratification, that I have to think of others as well. The Lovers is also choices. And the Fool may not see the choice if he jumps in immediately. And the person in the Two of Wands may not see the choices that he is given at the moment. That's something else down the line. There could be another one that's even better. So there's this feeling of taking our time, not rushing, evaluating, thinking before we speak, considering the whole, willing to placate some of our personality, willing to adjust some of our characteristics that sometimes can be too harsh, too direct for others. I look at it that way. So I hope this reading was insightful for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, and how you see the cards. Interesting that we did have 3 reverse cards. That also tells us to pause, to take our time, to really look, and may ultimately the choices that we make have to be for the benefit of my partner, my business, others, not just that immediate gratification, that I sense could have been the stepping stone that may have happened for this reading for the month of June. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye for now.